Have you ever woken up feeling fine but then suddenly felt dizzy, weak, or unwell, especially if you're over 60? This moment might seem harmless, but it could be a quiet warning. For many older adults, strokes don't come with loud alarms. They often start subtly with small symptoms that seem insignificant until suddenly your body won't move, your speech slurs, or your memory fades. Let's talk about how to protect your brain before it's too late. Hi, I'm not here to scare you, I'm here to gently share something that could protect your brain, your independence, and your future. You see, most strokes don't happen by chance. They build up slowly, often from daily morning habits that seem normal, even healthy, but could be silently harming your brain's circulation. The good news is, small changes each morning can make a big difference in reducing your risk. In today's video, we're going to look at 7 common morning mistakes older adults often make without realizing. More importantly, we'll discuss what to do instead to keep your brain sharp and protected. If any part of this feels familiar or reminds you of your own experience, please leave a comment below. You're not alone and your story could help someone else too. And don't forget to subscribe to Health 365. We're building a warm and supportive space where seniors like you can learn, share, and grow together. Now let's start with the first morning habit that might be silently putting pressure on your brain. Let me ask you this: when you wake up in the morning, do you jump out of bed right away without thinking? If so, you're not alone. It feels natural, the sun is up, a new day is starting, and you want to get moving. But here's what many older adults don't realize: getting up too quickly after waking up can silently put your brain at risk. After a full night of sleep, your body is in a low-pressure, calm state. Blood flow slows, especially to the brain. When you suddenly shift from lying to standing, your blood pressure can drop sharply. This is called orthostatic hypotension, and it's more common and dangerous than people think. The solution is simple and takes less than 2 minutes. When you open your eyes, don't rush. Breathe slowly, stretch your arms and legs, sit up gently, place your feet on the floor, and pause just for a moment so your body and brain can adjust. If you've ever felt dizzy or off balance in the morning, it's not just aging, it's your body trying to warn you. I'd love to hear from you. Have you ever felt dizzy or faint when standing up in the morning? Share your story in the comments. Someone else might feel the same and not realize what it means. Taking just 1 to 2 minutes to wake up gently in the morning can protect your brain for years to come. It is not about being slow, but about being smart with your body. This calm start gives your system time to adjust instead of being shocked awake. In the next part, let's talk about a common habit most people skip in the morning even though their brain is silently begging for it. This simple routine can make a big difference in brain health over time. There is one small yet powerful habit that many people over 60 often forget, even though it can protect their brain for years. It is drinking a full glass of water right after waking up in the morning. It might sound too simple to matter, but that first glass of water in the morning plays a key role in helping your body and brain recover after hours without hydration. During 7 or 8 hours of sleep, your body naturally loses fluid through breathing and sweating. And during all that time, you are not taking in any water to replenish what has been lost. When you wake up, your body is already slightly dehydrated, and since your brain is about 75% water, it feels the impact of that loss more than any other part of your body. Imagine starting your day with thicker blood, reduced circulation, and rising blood pressure, all before your first meal. That is what happens when you do not hydrate in the morning. Skipping that morning glass of water leads to exactly that situation, putting strain on your brain and body when it is already low on resources. For older adults, this is even more serious. Dehydration increases the risk of stroke, memory issues, and slower reaction times, which can affect daily life in subtle but important ways. If you take medications like diuretics for blood pressure or heart issues, you may lose even more fluids overnight without noticing it. This makes morning hydration even more important. That first glass of water naturally thins your blood, improves oxygen flow to your brain, and gently wakes up your system, preparing you for a more alert and balanced start to the day. It is like opening a window to let in fresh air, but this time it happens inside your brain. A simple glass of water can create that kind of clarity and renewal. Before you grab your coffee, tea, or morning pills, take a moment and drink a full glass of room temperature water. It is one of the quickest and easiest ways to help your brain. It takes less than a minute but gives your brain hours of support. You will notice better clarity, energy, and alertness throughout the day. Have you made this a part of your morning routine yet, or is it something you want to start trying tomorrow? Your brain might thank you for years to come. Let me know in the comments. Your small change could inspire someone else watching this video right now to take better care of their brain too. Speaking of mornings, let's talk about something that many people believe is healthy but might actually be harming your brain without you realizing it. Especially if it is part of your breakfast plate. A bowl of cereal, a slice of toast, or eggs with cheese may sound harmless but could contain hidden dangers. Here is what most people miss. Many breakfast foods contain hidden salt, and over time that quiet habit can damage your brain in ways you may not see right away. Salt isn't just in your salt shaker. It hides in processed bread, instant oatmeal packets, store-bought breakfast bars, sausages, and even healthy whole grain cereals. When salty breakfasts combine with your natural morning blood pressure spike, the result can be dangerous, especially for older adults. A salty breakfast mixed with your body's natural morning rise in blood pressure can quietly increase your stroke risk. For seniors, this combination can push the body past its limits, affecting memory, balance, and brain function before you even notice. Excess sodium hardens blood vessels and increases pressure on the delicate capillaries in your brain. If you already have some level of hypertension, this silent overload may lead to a sudden stroke or memory issues. Here's the hopeful part. You don't have to give up your favorite foods. A few smart swaps can reduce sodium without sacrificing taste and protect your brain health over time. Instead of flavored instant oatmeal, try plain oats topped with fresh berries or unsalted nuts. These simple swaps can slash sodium intake while still giving your body the energy and nutrition it needs. Swap out salty sausage or cheesy eggs for a boiled egg with avocado or whole grain toast. Your taste buds may take a day or two to adjust, but your brain will thank you every morning. Even small changes like these can help you cut hundreds of milligrams of sodium from your breakfast. Over time, this helps reduce stroke risk and keeps your brain sharper. Experts recommend keeping your entire breakfast under 300 to 400 milligrams of sodium. But many processed foods exceed this amount in just one serving, often without tasting salty. The tricky part is many of these foods don't even taste salty. That's why it's important to read food labels and understand what you're really putting into your body every morning. So next time you prepare breakfast or read a label, take a closer look. A small moment of attention now could protect your brain in the years ahead. Have you ever noticed how much salt is in your breakfast? Awareness is the first step, and sharing what works for you might help someone else take that same first step. Have you tried any low-sodium alternatives that work well for you? Your tip could inspire someone else to take control of their brain health, starting tomorrow. Let's be honest, is coffee the first thing you reach for in the morning? If it is, you're definitely not alone. For many people, coffee is the go-to morning ritual to feel truly awake. But if you're over 60, there's something important to consider. Drinking too much coffee on an empty stomach can silently raise your risk of stroke by affecting blood pressure and circulation. Drinking coffee immediately after waking up, especially without food, makes your body respond strongly. Caffeine boosts adrenaline, raises heart rate, and causes your blood vessels to tighten. All of this means your blood pressure can spike quickly, adding silent strain to your brain. For older adults, these spikes are especially risky and can trigger serious consequences. Salt isn't just in your salt shaker. It hides in processed bread, instant oatmeal packets, store-bought breakfast bars, sausages, and even healthy whole grain cereals. When salty breakfasts combine with your natural morning blood pressure spike, the result can be dangerous, especially for older adults. A salty breakfast mixed with your body's natural morning rise in blood pressure can quietly increase your stroke risk. For seniors, this combination can push the body past its limits, affecting memory, balance, and brain function before you even notice. Excess sodium hardens blood vessels and increases pressure on the delicate capillaries in your brain. If you already have some level of hypertension, this silent overload may lead to a sudden stroke or memory issues. For seniors whose arteries may be less flexible, this sudden surge can stretch delicate brain vessels, raising the risk of multiple strokes, irregular heartbeats, and long-term memory problems. This doesn't mean you have to give up coffee entirely. Not at all. The key is timing and balance to make it work with your body instead of against it. Try this instead. Start your day with a glass of water to rehydrate, then eat a brain-friendly light breakfast like a boiled egg, some fruit, or a slice of whole grain toast. Then enjoy a moderate cup of coffee, not 3 in a row. Also be mindful of the cream and sugar. They may add unnecessary inflammation that your body really doesn't need, especially as you age. Coffee isn't the enemy. But for those over 60, we need to be smarter with our habits. What worked in our 40s might not be right for us anymore, and that's okay. If you find yourself reaching for cup after cup to fight fatigue, it may signal another issue like poor sleep or dehydration that needs attention. How's your relationship with coffee these days? Have you found a routine that works without overdoing it? Share your thoughts in the comments. Someone else might be wondering the same thing. Speaking of subtle warning signs, let's talk about one morning symptom many older adults ignore, even though it could be the brain's first silent cry for help. Have you ever woken up feeling a bit off, maybe slightly dizzy or unsteady? These signs might be telling you something important. Maybe your arm feels weak or your speech is a bit unclear for a few minutes. It's easy to brush it off as poor sleep or lack of rest, but don't ignore it. Please don't ignore it. Those quiet, brief moments could be your brain raising a red flag. For many seniors, especially those over 60, symptoms like morning dizziness, numbness, or weakness may signal something deeper: poor blood flow to the brain, sudden blood pressure shifts, or even a mini stroke called a TIA. Morning headaches that come and go within minutes may seem harmless, but they are a serious warning. These quick episodes often strike as your body transitions from sleep, and they can be one of the clearest signs that a major stroke may be on the horizon. If you notice these symptoms, don't wait and hope they go away. Write them down, talk to your doctor, and if you're unsure how serious they are, start tracking them. There are simple tools and apps designed for older adults to log symptoms and spot patterns, because when it comes to stroke, every detail matters. Your body is smart. When it whispers through brief fatigue or strange relief, it's trying to protect you, but only if you choose to listen. Have you ever had a morning where something just felt off, even for a few minutes? Share your experience in the comments. It might help others recognize the signs and act in time. Now let's talk about something that happens in every senior household but is often overlooked: how we take our morning medications. Because when and how you take them matters just as much as the pills themselves. How confident do you feel about your morning medications? Do you take them at the same time each day with water, or do you sometimes forget, take them late, or mix up your doses? If so, you're not alone. In fact, this is one of the most common and silent risks to brain health in older adults. You see, many older adults take medications for blood pressure, cholesterol, or blood thinning. These aren't just regular pills, they are your brain's daily shield against stroke. How and when you take your medicine, and even what you drink with it, can either protect you or put you at risk. Skipping a dose due to distraction or unwillingness might lead to a sudden blood pressure spike without your knowledge. Accidentally doubling your dose because you're unsure if you already took your medicine can drop your blood pressure dangerously or increase your risk of bleeding. Even small habits matter. Taking medicine with coffee instead of water or on an empty stomach when food is needed can reduce absorption or cause unwanted side effects. The good news is there are simple solutions. Use pill organizers for morning, noon, and night, set reminders on your phone or smart speaker, and place medications near daily habits like brushing your teeth or making coffee. Most importantly, never adjust your dosage without consulting your doctor, even if you feel fine. These medicines work quietly but powerfully. Give them the best chance to protect you. Have you found a system that helps you stay on track, maybe a routine or memory trick? Share it in the comments. Your tip might be the exact help someone else is looking for. Now let's move to a final morning habit that's often overlooked. Even though your body is sending a clear message, it's something we all do, or rather delay doing: using the bathroom. Let's talk about that. Can I ask something a bit personal? Have you ever woken up and just stayed in bed holding your urge to urinate? Maybe you check the weather, read headlines, or wait until after your morning coffee. It may seem harmless, but for those over 60, the small habit of delaying urination after waking up can be more harmful than you realize. When your bladder fills overnight and you delay urinating, your body doesn't just wait, it becomes stressed, releasing cortisol and adrenaline, which raise blood pressure and constrict blood vessels. This early morning hormone spike, combined with a full bladder, can silently raise your stroke risk, especially if you already have high blood pressure or heart problems. That's not all. Retaining fluid, especially with a full bladder, can cause irregular heartbeat in older adults, especially if underlying issues like arrhythmia or valve problems exist. The combination of high blood pressure and irregular heartbeat creates a perfect storm for blood clots, ultimately increasing stroke risk. But it's easy to prevent. Just listen to your body when you wake up. Even if the urge is small, go to the bathroom before checking your phone or sipping coffee. Think of it as your first act of self-care each day. No fancy gadgets or routines, just a quick bathroom trip could help protect your brain and heart for years to come. I'd love to know, have you ever delayed your morning bathroom trip? Or was there something that helped you realize it's better to go right away? Leave a comment below. Your story might inspire someone to change a risky habit they don't even realize they have. Now that we've explored all 7 subtle but powerful morning habits, let's take a step back and see how they all connect. Just a few small changes each day can help protect your brain, balance, and independence for the long haul. Now you know that strokes don't always happen suddenly. They often build up gradually through small morning choices, like skipping water, rushing out of bed, ignoring dizziness, or delaying urination. These may seem minor, but over time they quietly wear down your brain and circulation. The good news is you don't need to overhaul your life. Just pick 1 or 2 habits to change this week. Take time to listen to your body and trust that small steps can protect your memory, balance, and independence for years. If this video gave you even one helpful insight, please like and share it with someone who might need it too. Leave a comment below. I'd love to hear which habit surprised you most or which one you'll try first. And don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more simple, honest tips to support your brain and body every day. Your morning matters, and so does your health.